I'm going to show you how you can generate a new client every single day for your home cleaning business. And this is what I've been doing for my home cleaning business partners. So I want to show you real fast what that looks like. Ultimately, the key is going to be in this agenda here. So we're going to be covering social media ads, Google marketing, sales follow up, website, return on investment, all of that. And I'm going to be trying to do it very quick. So we might skip through some things, spend a little bit more time on others. But I want to give you kind of a good idea of what it would look like for yourself, what you need to focus on that you can do for yourself to start getting to that point where you're generating a new client every single day. Now, before we jump into it, real quick about me. My name is JT. I've been managing digital marketing for businesses all over the United States, the UK, Canada. I've been doing that for the last 5 years or so. The most important thing for me really is spending more time with my family. That's why I love working in the online world. And I really want to help more entrepreneurs to be able to enjoy the same thing by scaling their business, getting to a point where they can spend time with their family and their friends and do the things that they love. And that's what motivates me. That's why I put all this together. So, with that being said, I want to jump into the main point of today. The way that you're going to start generating a new client every day is creating an omnipresent marketing approach. Now, omnipresent means that you're in the right place at the right time with the right message. And that can be a very hard thing to do. But with today's day and age, with digital marketing the way that it is, we can do it for very, very cheap and we can do it very, very quickly. You just have to know how. And this is going to be a secret that all big businesses are employing, as well as small businesses that are scaling to a point where the owner can step out and they're making money without, with just managing what they have inside that business. So I wanted to show you how I've done that for another home cleaning company and what strategy I've used to be able to build that in to their strategy. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that. So the most important thing to focus on when you're planning your omnipresent marketing strategy is your customer's journey. Now for home cleaning, I've already outlined this. So you can kind of see exactly what you need to do in order to kind of create this. So first, with any customer, we have awareness, right? The customer becomes aware of the problem. Now, your problem for your customers is not that they have a dirty house. The problem for it is that they don't have the time or motivation or whatever it might be to be able to get the cleaning actually finished. So the mess isn't necessarily the problem. It's something else that's stepping in front of that. Time, energy, motivation, just might be all those things together that really causes them to be aware that they need to find a solution to getting their home clean. So what they'd start to do next is once they become aware of their problem, they go and they start searching. Typically that search starts happening online and they look for a solution that seems to fit best for them. We're going to go back through these a little bit, but that's going to be their first initial reaction. And then they're going to start finding people, they're going to start talking to people, and they're going to try to pick the best solution. They're going to start solving their problem. So those are really the three buckets that we're playing with. And there's a couple things that we need to focus on when it comes to that. So for my case, what we have done is in our awareness bucket, we have focused on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to talk a little bit more about it in just a sec. But that's really been what has helped us on the awareness side. On the searching side, we've focused on Google and Google My Business, making sure that those are really in depth, making sure your website's in place, that it's working really well. And then on our solving side, we focused on our sales follow-up. How can we be a better solution for everyone? How can we be perceived at a higher value than any other of our competitors that someone is probably talking to and getting quotes from without discounting our prices? So that's what we're going to focus on real fast in this next section. So awareness. I like to use Facebook and Instagram as my awareness tools. Now, the reason why is because they're very cheap to get in front of a lot of people. So there's two types of marketing that we like to do with Facebook and Instagram. The first one is prospecting. Prospecting is finding people who are interested in what we offer but don't know about us. So on Facebook and Instagram, we can target people specifically by their interactions online, what they're doing, so we can narrow it down to people who are interested in having a solution where it takes care of cleaning their house. and be able to do it in a way where we test messages that best fit in front of that person. So the way we do that is we pick a bunch of different motivation levels. So it could be moms who have kids who don't have time to clean their homes. It could be older people who don't have the energy or the capacity to be able to get up on a ladder and clean their blinds. It could be people like professionals who have work office spaces that need to be cleaned and they don't have the time or somebody to be cleaning it for them. It could be professionals who work with clients, specifically like realtors or landlords who have homes that need to be cleaned, but they don't really have the control in order to make sure it gets cleaned unless they pay for that control. So we target these people specifically and we test to see which one in our market is working best by allowing Facebook to show us the one, and we test multiple messages to them, focusing on all those key things that we know are solutions to their problem and how to best present that solution. So that could be focusing on a logical sale. You don't have the time, let me take care of it for you. Your time's worth more than what you're going to pay me. Or an emotional sale. You deserve this. You put so much time and effort into doing these other things, you deserve to have a break, right? Or maybe it's a scarcity or urgency sale. We only take on so many clients, or we have a new package where you can get your first cleaning for X amount, right? We want to test all these different messages to see which one gives us the best results. And that's going to help us determine who are going to be the best clients to find in our prospecting. Now, the second type of marketing that we do on Facebook and Instagram is called retargeting. Retargeting is going to keep you being able to stay in front of people who've already expressed interest. So people who've gone to your website before, people who've seen your ads and clicked on it, people who have Googled you and found you on Google My Business. All of those people we want to stay in front of all the time, because many people, it takes about 6 to 7 times of seeing something before they actually move forward with it. So when we can stay in front of these people time and time again, what that's going to do is it's going to give us more likelihood to stay in front of, to be able to get them as a client. Now, if other people are marketing the same messages to them, it'll probably even happen even faster, because most people will give up marketing to somebody on the first or second try because they just figured that they're not going to convert. But usually it takes a lot longer than that. So if we stay in front of them, all of a sudden we're going to get more and more clients than our customers are getting, but our customers are the ones that are paying to warm them up. So retargeting is a really cheap way that just costs a few pennies to stay in front of somebody so they keep seeing our ads and knowing that we're there. That is our awareness bucket. So this is going to be the people who they're just barely finding out that they have a problem. We want to stay in front of them, and we want to be that first person interacting with them so we can start generating and building a relationship with them so they can become a client. Our searching bucket are going to be people who are ready to find a solution right away. So they're going through and they're like, hey, I need to find a solution today. I'm already ready. I'm already aware of my problem. I already know that there's companies out there that solve my problem. I know of a few, but I'm going to search a couple more just to see if I can find a better deal or someone that fits better for me. So they start searching. Generally, this occurs on Google or Google Maps. So you'll see that this will pop up on your SEO. So that's search engine optimization. Your Google PPC ads is going to be going to Google local service ads, Google business, and they're going to be driven to your website primarily, or giving you a call. Now, there's 2 types of marketing on Google that we can play with. There's organic, which is free traffic that typically goes through your website or goes through your Google My Business. And then there's pay to play, which is using ads to jump in front of people who are searching and being the very first person that they see, so there's more likelihood that they interact with us. So we're going to go over both, and I suggest doing both. You don't have to do them all at the same time. We see a lot coming from organic because we've been doing this for a while. We've automated some things on the back end of our website to make things really simple. Automated things on our Google My Business to help us drive us up in the ranks. And there's things that you can do to that to increase your organic traffic, but it takes a little bit longer to grow that. So what I would focus on is automating your website, making sure it's very, very simple for people to fill out a form and that you immediately can get in front of them. And we're going to talk more about that in a second. But that gives us a little bit more likelihood to convert people of the few clicks that we're going to get organically. Another thing to be doing is with your Google My Business, every home you go to clean, take a picture. What it does is it tells Google My Business that you're working in all these areas, and people around those areas that are searching for the type of business that you have will automatically start seeing you more because Google thinks you're working more. So take pictures of homes that you're cleaning and put it on your Google My Business. No one's going to see the photos. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be the algorithm noticing that you're working in all these other places. So they're going to present your business to more people who are searching for free. And then the other part of this is going to be staying on top of your organic search terms. So writing blog posts, or doing YouTube videos while you clean, or using keywords on your website. Doing that type of stuff is going to help generate more traffic to your website. Now, if you want to speed this up and you want to pay to play, so you start getting leads right away, the first thing I would recommend is Google local service ads. Those Google local service ads are going to get you in front of people, and you're only going to be charged when someone actually hops on the phone with you to get a quote. And that's going to be a lot better for you because you're going to be able to generate a lot more leads for less money, and you're going to start seeing people come in time and time again. Now, there's a couple things that you need in place for this. Business insurance, you need to get a background check, things like that Google requires. So you do have some requirements you have to meet that you don't normally have to meet on like a Google PPC search ad. But Google local service ads are going to be a lot cheaper, and it's going to be a lot better for your business. So that would be the next bucket I would do for searching. Lastly, we have solving the problem. Now, solving the problem is all about picking a solution. And there's two items we need to talk about when it comes to picking a solution. And this is how we're going to affect that more people pick a solution with us. The first thing is going to be sales follow-up. How do we initiate the conversation with leads so that we get more appointments? I always will recommend automating this first initial process, because if someone doesn't hear back from you right away, let's say they call you and you don't answer because you're cleaning someone else's house and you don't get home till the end of the day at 7 o'clock, and then you're like, oh, it's too late to call them. I'll call them tomorrow. You try calling them tomorrow, they've already found somebody. You call them that night, they've already found somebody. And guess what? If they haven't found somebody, they're mad that you didn't answer. That's just how it goes in this line of work. But we can change that with software. So we can automatically follow up with people who give us a call and we don't answer. That way we get a text message over to them right away, letting them know we're busy, that we're going to be giving them a call soon, that they can schedule a time, and that's going to build goodwill with that person. Another thing is going to be initiating, when we generate a lead, that first initial follow-up. So when a lead comes in through our website, we're not waiting a day or two to follow up with them, because they're already going to start searching for somebody else. They want a solution now. If they come in through Facebook, Instagram, Google, they want a solution now. That's why they're doing this. But oftentimes we don't have the manpower to be able to do that. So we automate that process. That's something I could definitely help you with. It's one thing that I think has made the biggest difference for our business and be able to generate more clients every single day. So I want to be able to help you do that as well. Recurring is going to be the second part of this. Recurring is going to be selling clients on a monthly, because that's going to take more stress off of you, and it's also going to make it a better deal for your client. So setting up a recurring payment or a recurring timeline, which most of you are already doing. I know you get a lot of weeklies and bi-weeklies, but really focusing on that plan pricing so that you can give people something to really go for, something that's going to really help them. And as well, it's going to make your business more stable, and it's going to make it more predictable. And that's going to be key when it comes to really getting your ROI. You have to remember, when you generate a lead, you might pay a little bit more upfront. Most of our leads that we generate on Facebook and Instagram are somewhere around $10 a lead. On Google, you're probably somewhere around $15 to $20 a lead. And you have to remember that first initial cost is upfront. But if we can switch them to recurring, all of a sudden we pay $10 to make $200, $300, $400 a month. And that gets to start adding up. We have all of our costs. We might break even that first month, or we might make just a little bit of money that first month. And then that second month, that's when it starts to make a lot more, because we've paid off that lead. So it's getting into the mindset of recurring rather than one-time offers. So that's really the strategy that we've used to be able to do this for ourselves. And I really want to help you answer questions specifically to your business. So if you have questions on how you can increase your traffic, or how to get this stuff set up for your business, or how to be able to automate this for your business, I'd love to be able to talk to you and help find a solution for you that fits specifically for your business and that's custom to you, custom to your budget, custom to your timeline. So feel free to reach out, send me a message, and we'll see what we can do to help you move forward and get everything solved for you.